Hello friends, good afternoon. Am I audible and visible? Somebody please ping me so that I can begin with today's session. Hello friends, am I audible and visible? Somebody please ping me. Just 1 second guys, just a second. Just hold on for a second and then we'll begin our session guys. Okay, so hello everyone. Hi, this is Alokojha. Welcome to StudyIQ IAS English. Yes, Jivisha, good noon. All clear, thank you. So guys, please do not worry about this. I haven't stopped the series of MCQs. I'll be continuing with the series of MCQs. But here, as a part of different series or as a part of different sessions, I'll be coming up specifically with top 50 topics or important 50 topics of the entire history. Rather it be ancient Indian history, medieval Indian history or modern Indian history. Okay. Ronnie, good evening. Okay, you're preparing for TGT history. That's great. So guys, precisely we are going to focus on all these important aspects from the perspective of prelims examination. Okay, I have already covered in quite depth and detail precisely of ancient Indian history, medieval Indian history and modern Indian history. You can go through the playlist of the StudyIQ IAS English. Here you can find all my sessions on ancient, medieval and modern. Here I'm just going through the perspective of prelims examination and that to the important topics. Is that clear? Even I have taken a marathon session on ancient Indian history, a marathon session on medieval Indian history and marathon session part 1 on modern Indian history. There I have covered all the topics. But here again I'll repeat myself, I'm covering the important ones itself. Okay? Yes, Hypervlog. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram. Vipul ji, Jai Hind. Okay? Just wait for a second, guys. Just give me a second. Just a second. And then I'll begin my session. Okay. So guys, without wasting any more time, let's begin our today's session. Okay. Vipul, you have to confirm with that. Okay. At least I'll try for that. And Vipul, do not worry. I'll also give you the MCQs. Please do not worry about that. I haven't stopped the series of MCQs. I repeat myself, I haven't stopped the series of MCQ. I have just come up with the important points related to the prelims examination. So, without wasting on any more time, let's begin our today's short session of 30 to 35 minutes. Is that clear? Now, before I begin with the Indus Valley civilization, now let me talk about, in short, about the prehistoric culture. First of all, prehistoric culture, precisely you have to remember 4 important ages: Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, Neolithic age and Chalcolithic age. Okay? Precisely speaking, just hold on. Okay. Precisely speaking, if anybody asks you a question, please define the entire Paleolithic age in one statement. What would be that statement? Development of stone tools. Secondly, what was the significance of Mesolithic age? Okay, the significance of Mesolithic age was domestication of animals started for the first time during Mesolithic age. And the evidence of animal domestication comes for the first time from the site of Adamgarh, located in Hoshangabad district of Madhya Pradesh. My friends, please keep on noting down along with me because I'm speaking just from the perspective of prelims examination. Is that clear? So, Hoshangabad district of Madhya Pradesh, also referred as Narmadapuram. Okay. Neolithic age. One of the most striking feature of Neolithic age was development of agriculture. It started in Neolithic age. And agriculturally, the most important site was Mehergarh. I repeat, Mehergarh, which is located in Baluchistan, Pakistan, was agriculturally the most advanced site. Okay. One more striking feature of Neolithic age, it was a site called as Burzahom, which is located in Kashmir. And here, the master and the dog both were buried in the same grave. Is that clear? And then comes Chalcolithic age. So if anybody asks you, please define the entire Chalcolithic age in one statement, what would be that statement? The word chalco, it's a Latin word which basically means copper. Lithic means stone. Hence, it is a stone copper phase. Okay. So go through all the important sites of Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, Neolithic age, and Chalcolithic age. Okay. Now, what specifically do we need to study in Indus Valley civilization? First of all, we need to study about the basic features of Indus Valley civilization. Now, what was the town planning during the Indus Valley civilization? That is the most important aspect. Important sites of Indus Valley civilization, another important aspect, because last year in Prelims 2025, there was a question that a nude, bronze image of a nude dancing girl was found at the which site? So it was found at the site of Mohenjodaro. So in today's session, we are going to discuss about the town planning. We are going to discuss about the important Indus Valley civilization site. Is that clear? Let's move faster. See, around 4th to 3rd millennium BC, there were 4 civilizations which were contemporary to each other. And all these civilizations were located on the banks of some or the other river. Mesopotamian civilization, it encompasses the region of Iran, Iraq, Syria, Kuwait, and southeastern Turkey. It is located on the banks of Tigris and Euphrates River. Sumerians and Akkadians dominated Mesopotamia. Then comes Egyptian civilization. Egyptian civilization is located along the banks of the longest river of the world, and that is River Nile. Chinese civilization. It is located on the banks of Wangho River, also referred as Yellow River. Okay? And then comes another important one, and that is Indus Valley civilization. Now, what is one of the most, important features of Indus Valley civilization? Let's understand about this in a step-by-step manner. Just pay attention carefully, and if possible, please keep on noting down along with me. Now, precisely speaking, Ronnie Devan, if you have to start with the early humans, that is prehistoric culture, start from the Paleolithic age. In fact, you can also start from the Miocene age, Pliocene age, and Pleistocene age. I have covered that. Okay. Ronnie, I have already covered that as a part of Ancient Indian History series. So you can go through that series. All your concepts would be crystal clear. Okay. First of all, let's understand about the extent of Indus Valley civilization. Speaking in terms of extent of Indus Valley civilization roughly covers 8,50,000 square kilometers of Indian subcontinent. The northernmost site of Indus Valley civilization is Manda, which is located in Jammu and Kashmir. Clear? Many of them also believe that Shortugai in Afghanistan or Mundigak in Afghanistan is the northernmost site of Indus Valley civilization. Okay? The southernmost site of Indus Valley civilization is Daimabad. And Daimabad, it is located in the region of Maharashtra. For the first time from the site of Daimabad, we get the evidence of bronze buffalo statue. Clear? The westernmost site of Indus Valley civilization is Sutka Gandhor. And Sutka Gandhor is located on Pakistan-Iran border. Is that clear? Here at the site of Sutka Gendor, one of the striking features, many historians do believe that this site was created due to coastal upliftment. First thing, ashful pot have been found at the site of Sutka Gendor. Okay. Then comes the easternmost site. The easternmost site, it is located on the banks of river Hindon, and that is Alamgirpur. Okay. If anybody has an aerial view of Indus Valley civilization, it roughly looks triangular or quadrilateral in shape. Is that clear? So speaking about the extent of Indus Valley civilization, I'll repeat certain important points. The northernmost site is the Manda, which is located in Jammu and Kashmir. Many of them do believe that Shortugai and Mundigak are the northernmost site. The southernmost site is Daimabad, which is located in Maharashtra. Bronze buffalo statue have been found from this site. Then easternmost site is Alamgirpur, which is located in western part of UP on the banks of river Hindon. And Hindon, it's a tributary of river Yamuna. Sutka Gendor is the westernmost site. It is located on Pakistan-Iran border. Ashful pot have been found at this site. So what does ashful pot suggest? It simply suggests that people might have practiced fractional burial system. And the site of Sutka Gendor was created due to coastal upliftment. So Indus Valley civilization in general, it looks roughly triangular or quadrilateral in shape. Hope so the point is clear. Let's move ahead with the second one. If I speak about the structure of the city. Okay. The city, it is divided into two parts, upper citadel and lower citadel. Now, what is the meaning of the word citadel? Citadel simply connotes what, or it simply exemplifies fortification. Is that clear? I'll give you a very simple example. Like suppose fortification, citadel basically means a wall-like structure or a fortification or a slope-like structure. And Indus Valley cities are usually divided into two important parts, upper citadel and lower citadel. Very simple words. Suppose this is a wall-like structure or a slope-like structure. And the lower part of the city is located on a bit higher pedestal. So this is called as lower citadel. Again, this is a slope-like structure or a wall-like structure or a fortification-like structure. And the other part of the city is located here. This is called as upper citadel. So what is the basic purpose of the citadel? The basic purpose of the citadel is to protect the city from getting flooded. Okay? I'll give you a very simple Mohenjodaro. Mohenjodaro, it is also referred as Mound of Dead. It is located in present-day Pakistan. And it was the second Indus Valley civilization site to be discovered in 1922 by Rakhal Das Banerjee. Many historians do believe that the city of Mohenjodaro was destroyed by floods. It simply exemplifies one thing: the citadel might have been destroyed. Another important Indus Valley site was Chanhudaro. Please keep on noting down along with me. Chanhudaro. Chanhudaro, this site is located again in Pakistan on the banks of river Indus. One of the most striking features of Chanhudaro is this city might have been destroyed by flood, and this is the only Indus Valley civilization site without a citadel. I repeat, this is the only Indus Valley civilization site without a citadel. So just remember that. So city is divided into two important parts, upper citadel and lower citadel. Hope so the point is clear. Now, another key concept precisely that was asked in UPSC, what is the concept of great granary? Like you might have read in the NCRTs, you might have read in Tamil Nadu State Board book, or you might have read in any of the reference book that 2 rows of 6 granary have been found at the site of Harappa. True? I repeat, 2 rows of 6 granary have been found at the site of Harappa. So what is granary all about? Let's understand. Now granary, it is divided into 4 parts. Just understand about this. This part is called as agricultural field. This is nothing but threshing floor. This is actually the granary, and this concept is referred as barracks, and totally this is called as great granary. Now let's understand what are the individual features of all the aspects. First of all, great granary is divided into four important parts. The first part is agricultural field where the crops are being produced. This is the threshing floor where the grain is separated from the chaff. This is the granary. When the grain is separated from the chaff, these food grains are stored in the granary. In very simple language, in very simple words, granaries are nothing but godowns for storing the food grains. So what does the great granary simply exemplify? It simply exhibits one thing: surplus amount of food grain production. I'll give you a very simple example. In Neolithic age, precisely speaking, the term Neolithic was coined by John Lubbock, and the term Neolithic Revolution was coined by Gordon Childe. Now, in Neolithic age, people started practicing agriculture. And when people started practicing agriculture, people required something for cooking, eating, drinking, and storing the food grains. So there was development of pottery during the Neolithic age. Okay? And for the first time during Neolithic age, the evidence of pottery comes from a place called as Chopani Mando in Uttar Pradesh. I repeat, Chopani Mando in Uttar Pradesh. So during Neolithic age, people were storing their food grains in the earthen vessels. And now people are requiring godowns for storing the food grains. Okay? What does this simply exemplify? This simply exhibit one thing: surplus amount of food grain production. Clear? Now the workers who used to work on the agricultural field, the workers who used to work at the threshing floor, the workers who used to work in the granary, where will they stay? They will stay in the barracks. So what was the purpose of barracks? The basic purpose of barracks was to house the laborers. And this entire concept is called as great granary. 2 rows of 6 granary were found at the site of Harappa. Okay. If I speak in terms of the parameters, it was approximately 45.7 meter long and approximately 15.23 meter wide. Is that clear? So we have seen about the extent of Indus Valley civilization. We have seen about the basic structure, that is upper citadel and lower citadel. Then we have also thrown light on the other important aspects. For example, what is great granary? So great granary is nothing but godowns for storing the food grain. This simply exhibits one thing: surplus amount of food grain production. Now let's understand about the structure of their roads and so on. How was the town planning? Okay. Let's understand the basic feature of the town planning at this point. Just give me a second, guys. Nine to 11 feet, 13 to 39 feet. Okay. See, the main road are comparatively broader in comparison to the side lanes and alleys. The main road was approximately 13 to 39 feet wide, and the side lanes are approximately 9 to 11 feet wide. The side lanes are cutting the main road at 90 degree, at right angles. So if anybody has an aerial view of Indus Valley civilization, it will look roughly, or if anybody has an aerial view of the city of the Indus Valley civilization, it will look like a grid pattern. Correct? On the main road, you can observe the lamp post. This simply exhibits one thing. What was that? Trade might be taking place through this route. Then you can find the houses in the side lanes. Correct? Suppose if a person is coming from this side, where can one expect the main door of the house? The main door of the house one can expect at these places, correct? But the main door of the house is located here, not here. Why? Because in lower citadel, well is located between the two houses. And in upper citadel, the well is located within the courtyard of the house itself. The wells are made up of burnt bricks. Okay? Apart from this, the wells are made up of burnt bricks. Apart from this, it is also said that the houses are single story and double story. How do we come to know that the houses might be double story? Because at a site called as Mohenjodaro, we have seen the evidence of staircases. This simply exhibits one thing, that the houses might be double story or a single story. There is a vertical drainage as well as horizontal drainage. The drains are covered by the stone slab. What does that simply exhibit? People were aware about hygiene. Is that clear? So I'll repeat the points again. The main road is comparatively broader in comparison to the side lanes and the alleys. The main road is approximately 13 to 39 feet wide. Then the side lanes or alleys are approximately 9 to 11 feet. Okay? Then you can observe lamp posts at equal interval. That simply exhibit one thing. Trade might be taking place through this route. Okay? You can observe well located between the two houses in lower citadel. And in upper citadel, the well is located within the courtyard of the house itself. The main door of the house is not here. Okay, the main door of the house is located here. Houses might be single story or double story. There is a vertical drainage as well as horizontal drainage. The drains are covered by stone slabs. This simply exhibits the people might be aware about hygiene. Is that clear? So this is nothing but the town planning. The houses are made up of burnt bricks and wood. In houses, there are more number of doors in comparison to the windows. Okay. Another key concept that have been found from the site of Mohenjodaro is nothing but Great Bath. Okay. Yes, HB, it's not good morning, my friend. It's almost 4, so it's good evening. Good evening. This concept is called as Great Bath. And the concept of Great Bath was found for the first time at a site called as Mohenjodaro, which is located in Pakistan on the banks of river Indus. Okay. Now, just observe carefully. Great Bath resembles like a modern day swimming pool. Okay. On the two sides, you will find flight of steps so that a person can enter into the pool. Correct? It is approximately 8 feet deep. Approximately. Like around 1.5 feet, one can observe inlet. Around 7.5 feet, one can observe outlet. Through inlet, clean waters enters the pool or enters the bath. Through outlet, filthy water is drained out. Clear? I repeat the point again. This great bath, it resembles like a modern day swimming pool. It is approximately 8 feet deep. At 1.5 feet, one can observe inlet through which the fresh water enters the bath. Approximately around 7.5 feet, one can observe the outlet through which the filthy water is drained out. Here are the flight of steps through which one can enter into the bath. Here you will observe small cubical columns. So probably they might be the changing rooms. And great bath might be a ritualistic practice of Indus Valley people. Is that clear? So this has been found from the site of Mohenjodaro. Okay. Another important thing. The entire great bath is made up of burnt bricks. There is no use of a single stone in the entire great bath. I repeat, there is no use of a single stone in the entire great bath. Hope so the point is clear. So we have seen the extent of Indus Valley civilization. the concept of upper citadel and lower citadel, followed by what is great granary. Great granary is nothing but godowns for storing the food grains. Then we have seen the town planning, and this concept is nothing but great bath which was found at the site of Mohenjodaro. Is the point clear? Please answer in the comment section. Through maps, I have mentioned everything. Manda, which is located in Jammu and Kashmir, it's the northernmost site, and we have also seen the other sites are Mundigak and Shortugai, which is located in Afghanistan. Southernmost site is Daimabad, located on the banks of river Pravara, which is a tributary of river Godavari, Maharashtra. And what has been found here? Bronze buffalo statue have been found here. So just remember this. Bronze buffalo statue. Alamgirpur, it is located in western part of UP. It is located on the banks of river Hindon, which is a tributary of river Yamuna. Sutka Gendor, Pakistan-Iran border on the banks of Dasht river. Two important factors. Probably this site might have been created by coastal upliftment. And second important factor, ashful pot have been found at the site of Sutka Gendor. Hope so the point is clear. Now let's move quickly with the important Indus Valley civilization sites. Okay. Any idea the credit for Indus Valley civilization or credit for finding the Indus Valley civilization goes to whom? Yes. Please answer in the comment section. In fact, during the early 19th century, there was a person named as Charles Mason. I'm speaking about the early 19th century, okay. This person, Charles Mason, he was given the credit for foundation of the Indus Valley civilization. Now let's understand about the important Indus Valley civilization sites. The first one is Harappa, okay. Now what kind of question can be asked from the perspective of prelims examination related to the important Indus Valley civilization sites? First thing, where is this site located? On one hand, there would be the sites written. On the other hand, match the following. Location. Okay. What are the key important findings from any particular site? So these kind of questions you can expect in the UPSC prelims examination. Because last year itself, there was a question on Mohenjodaro. So let's throw light on Harappa. Harappa, it was the first Indus Valley civilization site to be discovered. It was discovered in 1921 by Dayaram Sahani. It is located on the banks of river Ravi, which is located in Pakistan, on the banks specifically, which is a tributary of river Indus. Correct? Ravi river, it is also referred as Parushini in Sanskrit. I repeat, river Ravi is also referred as Parushini in Sanskrit. Now, what are the key important findings from the site of Harappa? First thing, painted pottery. This is not printed pottery. Painted pottery, Natraj bronze image, dice have been found from the site. So, what does the dice exhibit? It simply exhibits that gambling might be the source of entertainment for the people. Copper scale and vanity box have been found from the site of Harappa. So, copper scale simply exemplifies one thing, that people to an extent might be aware about mathematics. Okay. And additional thing that you need to note down is R and H37 symmetry have been found at the site of Harappa. So what are the key findings? Painted pottery. Second, Natraj bronze image, the dancing image of Natraj. Dice. So dice simply exemplifies for the people, gambling might be the source of entertainment. Then copper scale, to an extent people might be aware about mathematics. Then R and H37 symmetry have been found at the site of Harappa. Clear? Let's move ahead. Site of Mohenjodaro. Mohenjodaro basically means mound of dead. It is a second Indus Valley civilization site to be discovered. And it was discovered by R.D. Banerjee, also referred as Rakhaldas Banerjee. It is located on the banks of river Indus. Okay, now what are the key important findings from this site? Let's understand. Multi-pillared assembly hall have been found at this site. So there are multiple pillars, okay, and a hall has been found. So many of them do believe that it might be a temple or a meeting place for a nearby village assembly. But the evidence of temple is quite less. Why? Because there is no evidence of idol worship. There is no evidence of temple worship during the time of Indus Valley civilization. Okay, I'll give you an additional factual information. For the first time, the evidence of idol worship comes from, many of you will answer, Vedic civilization. My friends, answer to this is, for the first time, the evidence of idol worship comes from Mahayana form of Buddhism. Okay, day after tomorrow, we are going to study about the key concepts of Buddhism. There we'll study everything. So precisely speaking, from Mahayana form of Buddhism, one can observe the evidence of idol worship for the first time. So a multi-pillared assembly hall has been found, probably which might be a meeting place for a nearby village assembly. Bronze image of a nude dancing girl, correct? And probably she might be a Banjara lady. Her left hand is full of bangles. She is standing in a position which is referred as Tribhanga posture. I repeat, Tribhanga posture. Okay. Then a seal has been found, and that seal is referred as seal of Pashupati Mahadev or seal of Proto Shiva. Okay. Then statite image of a bearded man. If you look at the image, in fact, that image is provided in the NCERT and Tamil Nadu State Board book, both. So statite image of a bearded man, if you look at him, he looks like a priest. Okay. Or he looks like the head. Okay. So statite image of a bearded man have been found. Apart from this, the seal of Pashupati Mahadev or Proto Shiva, statite image of a bearded man, and the concept of great bath. As discussed previously, there's no use of a single stone in the entire great bath. The entire great bath is made up of burnt bricks. Is that clear? I'll repeat the points again within short. Mohenjodaro located on the banks of river Indus. Multi-pillared assembly hall. Please keep on noting down. Okay. Why I am conducting this session? Because I'm just discussing the important topics from the perspective of prelims examination. Key topics. Okay. You have to revise everything. You cannot skip the other parts. But there should be major emphasis on all these important aspects. So when I am explaining the points, I expect that, my friends, you guys are noting down. Okay. Because 100% it will help you out during your revision. Because your exam is on 24th of May. And before 24th of May, at least you should go for 2 to 3 revision of the prelims. It's not just about history. History, geography, polity, economy, science and tech, current affairs, everything. Okay. Your Ojha and Kurukshetra budget, economic survey, everything. So here, please keep on noting down so that it will be quite useful for you in the end for the revision of the concepts. Is that clear? Okay. So multi-pillared assembly hall has been found. Great bath has been found. Seal of Proto Shiva or Pashupati Mahadev have been found. Apart from this, there statite image of a bearded man. Then bronze image of a nude dancing girl, and she is standing in a posture which is referred as Tribhanga posture. Okay. Moving ahead with the next one. Dholavira. Very, very important, and UPSC has asked a question on Dholavira. Direct question has been asked on Dholavira, and the question was, water conservation system have been observed for the first time at which site? So let's understand about the site. Now, before I begin with Dholavira, let me tell you one thing. If any of the site is located in Gujarat, any of the site, rather it be Surkotada, Dholavira, Lothal, Rangpur, any of the site, and one of the statements in the examination says like, this site had trading contacts with the other civilizations of the world, in maximum cases this statement is true. Why? Because Gujarat was a coastal state. Is that clear? Now, Dholavira in local language is referred as Kotada Timba. Okay. Tropic of Cancer passes through 8 states of India, and one such state is the state of Gujarat. correct? And the site of Dholavira is located in Gujarat. This is the only Indus Valley civilization site through which Tropic of Cancer passes. I repeat, this is the only Indus Valley civilization site through which the Tropic of Cancer passes. Clear? Second important thing. Right now we have discussed that Indus Valley cities are divided into two parts, Upper Citadel and Lower Citadel. The site of Dholavira, it is divided into three parts, Upper Town, Middle Town and Lower Town. Correct? Iranian seals have been found at the site of Dholavira. And if Iranian seals have been found, what does that exhibit? Simple one thing. The people of Dholavira might have trading contact with the other civilization, precisely the Mesopotamian civilization. Because Mesopotamian civilization covers the country like Iran, Iraq, Syria, Kuwait, southeastern Turkey, and so on. Correct? So what does Iranian seals exhibit? The people of Dholavira might have trading contact with Mesopotamian civilization. Okay? And another important thing, small water cisterns have been observed here. That is, water tanks have been observed here. So probably people might have stored water for emergency purposes, or people might have stored water for irrigation purposes. So water conservation system or the evidence of water conservation comes for the first time from the site of Dholavira. Hope so the point is clear. I repeat, this site is referred as Kotada Timba, located in Gujarat. Tropic of Cancer passes through this site. Apart from this, Iranian seals have been found from this site, and the most important one, UPSC has asked this question, and that is precisely the water conservation system have been observed for the first time at the site of Dholavira. Clear? Moving ahead. Lothal. Lothal, it is located in Gujarat. And precisely speaking, for the first time, we have observed what? At the site of Lothal, first artificial brick dockyard has been observed. At that time, the cotton textile of Indus Valley civilization was quite famous. And the cotton textile of Indus Valley civilization, or cotton that was produced in Indus Valley civilization, was referred as Sindon. Why? Because Sindh means river Indus. And these cotton textile were exported to the other civilizations. Okay, and majorly this export was from the port of Lothal. Hence, Lothal is also referred as Manchester of Indus Valley civilization. Apart from this, as we have seen, usually the Indus Valley cities are divided into two parts, Upper Citadel and Lower Citadel. Then Dholavira was divided into three parts, Upper Town, Middle Town and Lower Town. But the site of Lothal, it is divided into 6 parts, and all of them are made upon unripe bricks. Clear? And the site of Lothal is located on the banks of river Bhogwa. So what do you need to remember about Lothal? The city is divided into 6 parts. All of them are made upon on the unripe bricks. It is located on the banks of river Bhogwa, and the most important one, first artificial brick dockyard have been observed at the site of Lothal. Is that clear? So that is the most important aspect that you need to remember about the site of Lothal. Okay, and it is also referred as Manchester of Indus Valley civilization. Please remember the key terminology, Sindon. That is cotton. Okay, another important site is Kalibangan. Now, the site of Kalibangan, it is located in Hanumangarh district of Rajasthan. Two things to be remembered right now. There are two important Indus Valley civilization sites which exhibit Proto-Harappan as well as Harappan culture. I repeat, there are two important Indus Valley civilization sites which exhibit Proto-Harappan and Harappan culture. Okay? One site is Kalibangan, which is located in Rajasthan, and the second site is Banavali, which is located in Haryana. So just remember these two facts. there are two important Indus Valley civilization sites which exhibit Proto-Harappan and Harappan culture. Clear? Now, specifically at the site of Kalibangan, the fields were plowed before sowing the seeds. I repeat, the fields were plowed before sowing the seeds. At the site of Kalibangan, you can observe wooden, the wooden slabs were there to cover the drainage. Okay. So precisely speaking, Kalibangan, it is located in Hanumangarh district of Rajasthan. It exhibits Proto-Harappan as well as Harappan cultural phase. Precisely, the fields were plowed before sowing the seeds. Apart from this, fire altars have been found at the site of Kalibangan. And these fire altars, we can simply interpret one thing, that people might have worshipped fire, also referred as Murukan. I repeat, Murukan, not Murugan. Murugan is Lord Kartikeya, who is worshipped in southern part of India. In fact, we'll study about Lord Murugan when we'll study about the Sangam age. Okay, Murugan is also referred as God of or Lord of six abode. Is that clear? So, Kalibangan, located in Hanumangarh district of Rajasthan, Proto-Harappan and Harappan cultural phase. Apart from this, this site, you can observe one thing. The fields were plowed before sowing the seeds. 7 fire altars have been observed. People might have worshipped the fire god, also referred as Murukan. Okay. Then, bones of camel have also been found at the site of Kalibangan. Hope so the point is clear. Moving ahead. Surkotada. One thing that you need to remember here. At the site of Surkotada, it is located in Gujarat. And as we have discussed previously, if any particular site is located in Gujarat, and in the examination if a statement comes that people of these site had trading contacts with the other civilization, mark this statement as true. Why? Because Gujarat is a coastal state. Horse bone remains have been found at the site of Surkotada. Okay, I repeat, the remains of horse bone have been found at the site of Surkotada. One more important fact you need to remember. Indus Valley civilization was not at all horse-centered. I repeat, Indus Valley civilization was not at all horse-centered. Is that clear? Then, let's understand about the site of Rakhigadi. Rakhigadi, it is located in Haryana, and it is the largest Indus Valley civilization site. If Rakhigadi is the largest Indus Valley civilization site, what is the smallest Indus Valley civilization site, or which one is the smallest? Alahindo. So just remember one thing, Alahindo, located in Pakistan, is the smallest Indus Valley civilization site. Sutka Gendor, as we have discussed previously, it is located on Pakistan-Iran border. Okay. Now, what are the other sites that you have to study from the exam perspective? Okay, many a times there could be a probable question in the form of match the following. On one side, the sites, on the other side, their location. So just go through the site of Balu, which is located in Haryana. Another site, which is Banavali, again located in Haryana. The site of Banavali, again here the fields were plowed before sowing the seeds. Okay. As we have discussed, there are two sites which exhibit Proto-Harappan and Harappan cultural phase. One was Kalibangan. The second one is Banavali, located in Haryana. Then, apart from Balu and this, Sinoli. It is located in Bagpat district of Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Shortugai, Afghanistan. Another important site. Chanhudaro. Now, Chanhudaro, it might be an industrial town. I repeat, it might be an industrial town. And another important aspect, that this is the only Indus Valley civilization site without a citadel. And probably, as per the historians, this might have been destroyed by floods. Okay. Another important site is Kot DG, which is again located on the banks of river Indus in Pakistan. And here you can observe statue of a bull and mother goddess. Mother goddess is also referred as Saptamatrika. I repeat, statue of bull and mother goddess have been found at the site of Kot DG. And mother goddess is also referred as Saptamatrika. Then another important site is Desalpur. And Desalpur is located in Nakhtrana Tehsil of Gujarat. Another important site is Ropad, which is located in Punjab. Clear? So these are the important Indus Valley civilization site from the exam perspective. As discussed previously, whenever you are studying Indus Valley civilization, you have to throw light on what? Key important aspects such as the location of these sites and what are the important findings from these sites. Okay. Let me tell you in short about the script of Indus Valley civilization. The script of Indus Valley civilization still stands undeciphered. And the script of Indus Valley civilization is referred as Boustrophédon. The language is pictographic and the script is Boustrophédon. Okay. Another important aspect. There are rectangular shaped seals, there are square shaped seals, and there are irregular shaped seals. There are different animals that are exhibited on the seals, that is Indus Valley seals, such as there is depiction of tiger, elephant, bull, rhinoceros, deer, okay, unicorn. All these animals are depicted on the seal. Humpless bull, but there is no depiction of cow on Indus Valley seal. I repeat, there is no depiction of cow on Indus Valley seal. Now speaking about the religion part, now Indus Valley religion was secular as well as polytheistic. How do we come to know about that? That there are multiple practices that were being followed. A very simple example. Seal of Proto Shiva or Pashupati Mahadev have been found at the site of Mohenjodaro. First thing. Statue of Mother Goddess, right now we have discussed about this, also referred as Saptamatrika, have been found at the site of Kot Diji located in Pakistan. Third important aspect. People in Indus Valley civilization believed in symbolic worship. Okay, like the people at the site of Harappa, they believed in phallic and yonic worship. Correct? Apart from this, these people also might have worshipped trees, animals, snakes, and birds. I repeat, trees, animals, snakes, and birds. And there is depiction of people tree on Indus Valley seals. So here, there is no particular practice that is dominant. So it was polytheistic as well as secular. So Indus Valley religion was secular as well as polytheistic. Okay. Speaking about the pottery. Now, if I speak about the pottery, there was painted pottery as well as plain pottery. But plain pottery was more common in comparison to the painted pottery. Okay. And the pottery was highly utilitarian in character. Now, what is the meaning of that word? Simple words, it was used for multiple purposes. Like there was a glazed pottery, a bit of shining on the pots. Apart from this, there was perforated pottery. And the basic purpose of perforated pottery was to strain the liquor. Okay. So there was glazed pottery, perforated pottery. Pottery were used for different purposes. Like it was used for storing the food grains as well. Correct? So painted pottery is more common in comparison to the, what we say, polychrome, or in comparison to the multiple colors. Okay. So simple plain pottery and painted pottery. So I repeat the point. Plain pottery was more common in comparison to the painted pottery and the polychrome. Just remember these things. Is that clear? Now, what were the reasons for decline of Indus Valley civilization? Now, there are different reasons as per different historians for decline of Indus Valley civilization. Some do believe that Indus Valley civilization was destroyed by diseases. Some believe that rivers have changed their course. Rivers have dried up. Floods might be the reason for destruction of Indus Valley civilization. Earthquake might be the reason for destruction of Indus Valley civilization. But Max Muller had given another theory as one of the reasons for destruction of IVC. And that was specifically Central Asian invasion theory or Aryan invasion theory. And we'll speak about that in tomorrow's session when we are going to throw light on Vedic civilization. Okay. My friends, in tomorrow's session, we are going to discuss about Vedic civilization. We will be discussing about the 4 Vedas. We'll be discussing about the important Upanishad. Apart from Vedas and Upanishad, we will also throw light on precisely the early Vedic society and the later Vedic society. And in tomorrow's session, we are also going to discuss few aspects of modern administration. So tomorrow's session is very, very important because there have been different questions that have cropped up in the examination. I'll give you few examples about this. Last year itself, in 2025, there was a question on administration of the Mauryas. Rajuka, Yukta and Pradeshika are a direct question in the UPSC prelims examination. Then Kaushtaki Brahman and Aitreya Brahman are associated with which Veda? Our national motto is Satyameva Jayate, Nanratam. Truth alone triumphs and not the falsehood. It finds mention in which Veda? Direct question in the UPSC prelims examination. What are Aranyakas? So tomorrow's session is very important from the exam perspective, precisely from the perspective of prelims examination. Is that clear? My friends, hope you have understood everything. Please answer in the comment section. Any question, any doubt, any query, please feel free to ask. Hope everything is clear. Okay. My friends, StudyIQ IAS as a part of Safalta Mahotsav sale has come up with 60% off plus double validity on all the courses of StudyIQ precisely related to UPSC. The batches are available in bilingual mode, that is Hindi plus English. The batches are available in Hindi. And the most important one, the batches are completely available in English language. And this will suffice to the needs of the students precisely from southern part of India and northeastern India. Okay. And the sale is ending today. That is on 31st of March 2026. So today is the last day of the sale. So use the code Alok Live that is flashing on your screen to get the benefits of these batches. I repeat the code Alok Live. See you guys tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. sharp. Thank you and have a very nice day. Please keep on revising the concepts. Thank you. Yes, Jivisha, thank you.